shoot, they don't make, sandwiches. They make cheese sandwiches and use an iron to melt it. And you don't want to go into work and get paid $8.25 million. Do you know how crazy that sounds? Well, welcome back to the Out of the Berg podcast. It's me and Chris this week. Chris, how you been, man? How you been? How's your mentals, life? Anything new?
I've been all right. Just doing this math, doing this differential equations. It's not fun, but it's not hard either, really. It's a different version of calculus that's, I guess, kind of different. I don't, like, you're doing the same stuff, but it's different. It's not, at least right now, it's not as deep. It's just like, hey, what is this? Okay, then what is this? That's what it looks like to me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I could be just doing it wrong.
Any derivatives, anti-derivatives, or is that like a
no anti-derivatives yet, but there have been derivatives.
Because when I did Cal with applications, bro, that was anti-derivative, derivative, and it's like literally the board becomes a whole. When I was working, like my notepad, like it'll be one question is like 3 pages. So I can only imagine
problems on my homework like that. It was like a million little lines, or not lines, but like a million steps, Well, like 15, but still, it's a lot.
I feel you on that. Yeah, but everything else okay?
Yeah, just we're already ready to get it over with. I'm counting down the days.
On that, honestly, with me, ain't nothing new. I'm just happy that Biden got this thing with the government figured out. Yeah, you just pray it never gets to that, but that's our government. We can't speak too much about the government on here. But speaking of chaos and drama and Robert Kelly, yeah, it's happened, folks. He was found guilty of all charges. Everything.
Which rightfully so. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. I would say this before I get into the nitty-gritty. His legal team has to be the dumbest legal team I've ever seen. The defense for him was weak.
I didn't watch it. What did they?
How were they? I didn't really want to watch it, but I just because I already seen the stuff they said against him, but I just wanted to see how he was going to defend himself. So basically, they got a bodyguard or like somebody that was working police that said he never saw that said he never saw any of those acts.
Oh, you know what? I did hear about one of those. Yeah, I think I heard that one.
And then the defense was to say R. Kelly is the. I hate to say that because it's so fucking blasphemy. They were trying to compare R. Kelly to Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, I heard that too. Then I also heard someone say he never saw R. Kelly with a underage girl. He only ever saw him with Aaliyah. But Aaliyah was a child at the time. So not laughing at the situation, just laughing at
I'm laughing at the logic of it.
Yeah.
So basically you never saw him with any other underage girl, but you saw him with Aaliyah. What was Aaliyah?
She was a child. So
oh God. And rest in peace, Aaliyah. We wherever you are, your spirit is, hopefully, you got justice somehow, some way. But that's my only thing. The defense, I'm not sitting here gonna argue for R. Kelly, but if I'm them, why not get this nigga a plea deal? Because there was no way he was gonna win this.
No.
Them going to trial to me was the dumbest thing.
There was no win.
I'm gonna be real with you, Chris, and you can Google this. The conviction rate, whenever the government, not the state or anything else, whenever the government has charges on you, and it's federal charges, they have like a 99% conviction rate.
Mm.
Now, largely it's because of they plea. Not majority of the time because they plea because there's so much evidence against you. It's hard to go to trial.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why his team didn't just plea.
The only thing I can see is like, for whatever reason, only God knows they didn't want to give up, and he was not willing to plea. Because I'm sure if they were like halfway decent in any respect, they're probably like, you should take this plea deal because you're not going to win. And he's probably like, no, we're going to win this. Just help me fight this. For whatever reason, they said okay and just kept going with it. That being said, it's going to be on their record, I'm sure.
Yeah, so, I think what happened was R. Kelly just feels like he has that even the way these females described how he acts towards them has to be dominant. So this describes it like he has to figure out a way to be non-guilty and this go away, and backfired.
Yeah, clearly
backfired because even the lady that did. Oh, do you remember that interview 2 years ago?
Gail.
Yeah, that's sorry. I'm not trying to laugh at the situation, but R. Kelly, when they interviewed him, there's so many funny moments because this guy tried to. What's the movie? King Kong ain't got shit. He tried to have that.
Was that Training Day?
He tried to have that moment where like he wanted people to sympathize with him, but like, bro. And then the ladies that that they got interviewed too.
Yeah.
To the girls. One of them has done a follow-up interview with Gayle King.
Mm-hmm.
And this time around, she actually was on the other side and was communicating with the government and stuff. She gave evidence. So now she's saying a whole nother story to Gayle King.
What's that?
That she was actually abused because the initial interview, she brushed that off.
Okay, I was about to say I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, she brought the first interview. She, what's crazy about that first interview?
What?
She interviewed 2 girls
at the same time.
Yeah, it was 2 girls. It was Gayle King interviewed 2 of the. One of them was called Jocelyn Savage, and the other girl that came back to do another interview is called Azrael Clary or something like that. That's her name. And in that interview, they were talking about being in a willful polygamous relationship.
Okay, yeah, I do remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about and honestly, you could tell everything they were saying was like.
Yeah, no, it seemed like he told them what to say. I remember that.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, not to make fun of the situation, but it R. Kelly played himself.
Mm-hmm.
Played himself. And on a more serious note, and this is just me, because you ain't got to like, I'm tired of men trying to defend this guy and saying he has the right to change and we can forgive this guy and trying to sympathize with him and use mental health. I've heard that a lot. For me, once you go and you do things, especially like sexual abuse, I don't want to hear, well, he was touched. That's why he did that. There have been so many people in this world that's happened to them. And they become advocates against that. They fight that. They make sure no one else has that happen to them. So for this guy to have that happen to him and decide to be a monster, that's not mental health, my guys. That's just a sick person.
Very sick.
So we need to stop sympathizing with abusers. And that goes for everything. Domestic violence too. Don't sit and tell me that, well, he's seen his mom get hit. So yeah, that's why he hit. Oh no. If you seen your mom get hit, would you hit somebody? Would you?
No. Like logically, you would think like, oh, I want to protect her.
Oh, but It's just, I think that's
Even
where,
if his mind did go that way, he should, as an adult, be able, and especially adult with money who's able to be around, other adults with money and like able to comprehend like your public image and everything.
yeah.
He should definitely understand the right and wrong from that, but he just never cared about any consequences.
Yeah, and it's sad because there were enablers,
Yeah, yeah, there
a
there
lot of
always is.
enablers,
There always is.
and they should. But yet the thing is, they're not going to get charges because the government or federal cases, what they'll do, like especially with the 6ix9ine guy,
Mm-hmm.
they'll say, "Hey, tell us everything you know, go on the stand, and we'll let you walk away free."
Yeah,
So the enablers that let him get away with this stuff, they're not going to get punished. But
no, and you're right. I didn't know there was still like a group of people out here trying to say let him change and stuff.
Akon,
But there's what?
Akon and Chuck D.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, this guy clearly didn't care because it's been an issue for a while. Like it was like it like again like we said on here before. Like it was something uh uh Dave Chappelle was talking about in 2000 and like 3 or 4. Long time.
2003, 2003.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like a long time. We were in elementary school then. And then this case is coming up in the 2010s. So
That's
and now
2010s,
what's up?
2020s,
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking. Well, wasn't the
Oh, it was 2019. Yeah, you're right.
yeah 2019. So almost 2020.
Yeah,
So it's just like it's been going on so long, and it's just like he never got the hint that that's not okay. Like it's a joke because it's it was like that one joke is just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's doing that. It's so edgy. Dave Chappelle's doing this joke about these underage girls being attacked by this grown man, and again, none of us are free from saying that none of us made jokes about this because we definitely did.
uh,
I is I
drip, 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 drip.
yeah, like anybody
Sorry,
who's
sorry, sorry, sorry.
laughing at that Dave Chappelle thing, I'm definitely guilty of that for sure.
I'm gonna
So
piss on it. Sorry, sorry, sorry.
and just yeah, no, but because we weren't laughing at that. That was the
We're
joke.
laughing at that.
And at the time it was funny. I mean, it was never funny, but like
It's never funny, but
we,
it's just
we never really conceptualized like this is actually happening.
yeah. It was just Dave Chappelle comedic, like even with Ari Spears,
Yeah.
right? I think I shared the thing where like he did the Americans Greatest, and the girl came with the Girl Scout. She came with a Girl Scout cookie, and he was
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, and he was like, just I'm gonna record it, just don't report it. Some stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny within a comedic thing, but outside of that, it's like, yo, why are we even joking about this?
No, like even inside the community thing is messed up because it's just like it's based on his reality.
Yeah,
Actually, it's like if it was just a speculation, it'd be like it's still messed up, but it's just like if somebody laughs, it's like okay, whatever. But this is actually something that's really happening. Maybe not that exact situation, but
yeah.
something along those lines because it's based in reality.
It's
And
like I said,
that's what's kind of so scary about it too, is that it was like an open secret that everybody knew about, and we were still just kind of all just laughing along with it.
yeah. And I mean, listen, man, I can't speak for you, Chris, but some of those they were funny. Like I said, as kids, and even if I see it, I probably shouldn't watch it because it's hilarious. But that I think with him, right? Let's go back to him, right? Even if Boondocks was real. Even though that was a joke, that was real. Like that's probably the realest thing. Like Boondocks was actually real, but like for me, right after the first time, right, and the thing that made me know that like I don't want to hear excuses from this guy or like any like sympathy. He met one of the victims at the trial.
Yeah.
Make this make sense. You are on trial for child pornography. And the only reason you got off the first time is because the girl didn't show up, not because it wasn't you. And then you meet one of your victims in the second case at the trial. You can't make this shit. I don't want to hear no fucking sympathy for this nigga. He did this to himself, bro. This is like people want to. Bill Cosby came out and said something that he got railroaded. You railroaded yourself. People say he got set up. Shout out to Ryan Davis. You set up the camera, my dude. There's footage of you setting up a camera. Mm-hmm. Who set you up, man? Like, R. Kelly, you make great music. I heard a conversation about separate the artist from the music. Listen, it is what it is. He made great music. But as a human being, he's trash.
Yeah, I'm really off that separate the artist from the music though. Cause like it's especially in a case like his, that music is a lot of love songs and he loved a lot of children.
A lot of like, even when I think about the titles of it, it seems like you're ready.
Yeah. So
yeah, you dig like and don't get me wrong, like forget the sexual songs like World's Greatest, I Believe I Can Fly. I was just thinking of one song and it just came out of my head. But songs like Step in the Name of Love, like that's a people play at their cookouts. Songs like that, I get it. You want to separate the art from the artist, whatever. But just in general, this is don't compare it to Cosby because a lot of this songs he made, they were inspired by this. The guy called himself the Pied Piper of R&B. Don't need to go into a whole story about that. Go Google what the Pied Piper was.
Yeah. He literally telling us what he was doing.
So like, man, but it is what it is. It's for me personally, being a fan of him as a kid, it's sad that, dang, you were this talented, had made great art, but you are this, but this is what you had to, this is how you go out. And this is what you decided to do. It's sad. Like, you be like, really? A guy with that talent? And this is like, you can't control, like you.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I am upset that he's, a terrible person. I never want him to be a terrible person. But at the same time, I'm really glad they caught him. I'm really glad he's, been charged with everything he's being charged with. And honestly, I could care less about what happens to him afterwards. I'm not going to listen to his music. If you ever are rolling with me or whatever, you will not catch any R. Kelly song playing at all. If it is, we will burn it with fire. Because I don't really believe in the whole separate the
art from the artist.
Art from the artist. Because just like, I'm not giving you any type of patronage. I don't care. I don't care whether it's whatever type of music for whatever reason. If I don't rock with you, I don't like what you're doing, I'm not listening to your music.
Yeah, I feel you on that. With Chris Brown, I have to do that. That's the thing with me with Chris Brown. I say I like his music, but I hate him I don't like him as a person. So that's where that applies. But even with him, I can't even put him on this level. This nigga, this is like I just would never understand why, and this is general, how a man can be attracted to something that, or to, I said something, to women that are underage. Children. And would want to, some of the things, I don't even want to say it on here because it's a children's show. I mean, it's not a children's show. We got people, we got like people that'll watch and we don't want to talk. But some of it is like, nigga, what is wrong with you? Why? Like, you deserve to go to fuck, like, even though I said it's sad that, like, a guy with your talent would do this, you deserve what comes to you, my dude. Like, especially with the Aaliyah thing. When I heard the Aaliyah thing and some of the other, I was like, hey, yo, my dude, you could ride in that damn jail. So, I'm with you, Chris. I'm happy that this dude's in jail. Hey man, the new king of R&B, Usher, Chris Brown. Shoot, I didn't even say Chris Brown. Yeah, Usher and Chris Brown, y'all got the crown.
I'll just give it to Usher because I don't really, honestly, don't rock with Chris Brown that much neither.
Well, I don't. That's where for me is separate the art from the art. I'm with you on that. I'll give it to Usher.
Well, for me, there's what's the cutoff for separating the art from the artist? Where do we say, oh, this guy's not complete trash? He's just trash. I don't see having a cutoff point. So I'm just
okay.
If you do something I don't like, I'm just not gonna
okay.
do
For me, it's like with Chris and R. Kelly is two completely different. Chris Brown did what he did. I don't like him as a man. I honestly didn't like him before that because of petty things like him getting girls. You know my story. But
it's your story, Peter.
Yeah, it's pettiness, honestly. So, but when he beat up a female, for me, it was like, oh, I don't like you now. I have a real reason not to like you because you don't really respect women. But like, he was 18. I have to, put out that he did come out and he didn't deny what he did. He was guilty. He did what he was supposed to do. But my problem with him after is the behavior after was still egregious. It wasn't on R. Kelly level, but it's still disrespectful to women. You stalking Karuchi.
And that's where I come in. It's just like he's like, yeah, I can understand he was young, he did something terrible, but then there was never any improvement. He, for all we know, he could be doing the same thing, but it's just on a smaller scale. It could be maybe he's not exactly physically abusive, but maybe he's mentally abusive.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen any change in him at all, so I don't believe he's changed much at all. So
I respect your stance, but for me, just me personally, Chris hasn't reached the level where I feel like I think I don't like him as a person, but it hasn't affected how I feel about some of his music. I think his music's good. It's great. He's talented, but I can separate. If I hear Loyal or I hear Kiss, great songs. Like I'm not, but he hasn't done anything for me to like. I'm like, well, kind of like Tory shot a female allegedly. That's different.
I don't listen to his music no more neither.
That's different. Like, but when he did that, he paid his debt to society. Honestly, he got what came to him, and I haven't. Even though I've seen stupid behavior, it's not to the level where I'm like, I can't really listen to his music anymore. It's just like, I just don't like you as a man. But your music's it's good. That's just me.
But I can't do that. For me, it's just like, why would I give patronage to somebody who's doing something I don't stand for?
I respect, Chris, I respect that.
I respect the internet is so wide, and since I've like cut off like some of these people I don't listen to no more, I've gained new depths into or I've gained new insight into music. I'm listening to new people I haven't listened to before.
Yeah, I respect that because even for me, right, Chris Brown, even if I'm looking at his career, he's a legend, but like I don't put him on the levels of Usher and I don't think you're going to Justin Timberlake thing, but I don't put him on the levels of Usher and even R. Kelly musically, not where he's at, obviously with his craziness, but I never put him on that level. So I guess Usher, you're the king of R&B right now. I guess so. Sad situation. But speaking of more sad situations, and Chris, you brought this up. I wasn't even hip. Britney Spears, the conservatorship. I don't even know how to say the word.
Conservatorship.
Yeah. Yeah, what you told me, Chris, is wild. So, Chris, you want to like break it down what you heard, and because
I can a little bit because I didn't look up much and most of the stuff I know is what I looked up a little bit earlier. What I know based off like podcasts where I've heard bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like Britney Spears for the past, I believe, decade has been to a conservatorship where her father has been her guardian. And he's in charge of all of her assets. And he's basically managing her life for in the worst, well, not in the worst way, but in a pretty bad way. And for whatever reason, the judge every time until recently, which I think today it was either today or yesterday. It was suspended
Mm.
that conservatorship, and so I don't know exactly what that means. I'm assuming it's like a trial period where they're going to see if she can like be okay by herself, or maybe she has like a helper or something, that
Yeah.
isn't her father.
Yeah. Yeah. That isn't the
Um,
father. Key
yeah,
there.
but she's just been miserable. People have been making like all this different media talking about like we need to like free Britney and stuff like that for the past, to my knowledge, at least 3 years now. Um, and yeah, so it's just
It's
kind of a
wow.
whole wild situation with a father who's not really
A
not
father.
really the one in her life like that, as opposed to like her mother or her sister or other relatives who qualify.
Sounds like a disgusting. So I really like. I was telling you about the legals. My thing is like, okay, conservatorship or like whatever, like, because you told me it's like you can't tell them. We can tell them what to do, how when to sleep, when to this and that. When you're 18 and over, shouldn't that end or like forget it? Even because there was a thing where I think they were saying she was mentally unstable or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When they're 21 and over, or at least showing you mentally they can make their own decisions on their own, wouldn't this stop? Because like they're their own person. So this is why I just don't get it. Because me, as an independent man, and me having Ghanaian parents and African parents, this does sound like some wild stuff.
Yeah, very.
Very wild. Like, and I know some extreme African parents that do stuff like this, but you can't. You're a grown person and you can't like
Yeah, but it's
own
like
things.
legally she can't do anything. Because he was like in charge of everything.
Yeah, but legally, but why would you want that type of control? Yeah, when my daughter gets 21 and over, listen, I taught you the game. Now you got to do your own thing. You dig? Why would I want to control if you could like change stuff in your own house that you bought?
Yeah, and it's just like that was like the whole weird thing, because it's just like it wasn't even it didn't even seem like he was like the first, like he should have been like the first choice, but somehow or another he came up to be like the choice that they chose over her mother and her sister.
And the mother is the manager. Like the mother is the reason why she's a star.
Yeah.
So I don't. Sounds like there's some real bootlicking and illegal stuff. I mean, listen, man. A lot of these child stars, they got some weird stuff going on with them. I'm not shocked that this is happening with Britney. That whole, how old are we? What years were these? 99, was it 98, 99, 2000, 2001? That was
Somewhere
the
around there, yeah.
that was the pop Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys era. A lot of their stories, some of them, they've gone through something like this. So I'm not shocked. But it's like they're not kids, man. You know what I'm saying? This isn't 2000 and this is 2021. She's grown. She got married. What did she need permission to get married to Kevin Federline? Or whoever that dude was? Did she?
No, that was all before then, or that was
Before?
all before the conservatorship.
Okay, like I don't know, man. It's crazy. Crazy. Wow. It's crazy. It's wild. Okay, it's probably wild. One of the wild. This wasn't a topic, but thank God. Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah. Anybody who knows more about it, comment down below too, because I'm curious about it myself. I might watch that documentary. I think it's come out either on Netflix or Hulu or both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up, because it was, from what I know, it's just a whole wild situation. It's just like it literally sounds like a movie, which I guess it is now. But it's just
Well,
like it's crazy.
I'll add this one last thing because I did see some fallout with Justin Timberlake when that documentary came out.
Yeah, what happened with him?
You know, a lot back then, and I don't want to make this a super race thing, but it was something that was said in the documentary. But like, white men had a certain control over the industry to make you to down you, and they had a breakup during that time. And I even remember this a little bit. They dragged her in the mud, media wise. Like they
Oh, that was
destroyed.
the. I remember y'all talking about this. It was a Crimea River, something like that.
Yeah, Crimea River was about
Like
her.
that.
It was about her allegedly cheating, but the media. He led a media storm that panned her and discredited her and like really shattered on her. You know, to me, which to her wasn't fair, and you know, granted. But then for me, he did the same thing to Janet Jackson. You know, shout out to Joe, but what he did to Janet was even fouler. So honestly, this is a weird system that needs to be fixed. You know, hopefully sooner than later because it's wild. I'm listen. I like I just told you, man. My daughter reached 21 and over. It is what it is. Do whatever you like with your life. Just don't come around and ask me for money and all that stuff. And be careful who you. Just make sure that guy that you're dating is suitable because I don't want to go to jail. Yeah. But speaking of, you know, separation and, you know, distancing, the vaccinated and unvaccinated, there's a war outside. No man is safe from. A lot of debate with, well, this is the NBA thing, but a lot of debate with people that are vaccinated and unvaccinated. Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, even Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Basketball players have made it known that some of them don't, even Andrew Wiggins, they don't want to get vaccinated. And it's becoming a situation where in New York, I think, and also some parts of California, it's mandated that you can't enter facilities without vaccination status.
Right.
A lot of storm has been created. Shaq, I think, you know, chimed in to the conversation. A lot of different people have chimed in, but I'll just say it's my thoughts. I think this on both sides is becoming ridiculous. I get the vaccinated folks what their argument is about the safety of the people, right? I get it. Like, get vaccinated so we all feel safe and everything, right? But what I don't like is it being mandated the way it's being mandated. I think it's very forceful and shameful to them. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get your point of if you're not unvaccinated, you're kind of not, you're more at risk. But vaccinated or not vaccinated, you can still spread this. That doesn't, you can still spread this. So for me, I don't think that the solution is to shame those or, you know, go at them and say they're being selfish. Educate them, right? Educate them properly and tell them what they need to do. And even if they don't, I don't like the mandate because it's going to make things even more tougher and it's going to create more resistance. And I really think even with the people that are unvaccinated too, right? I think right now, also on their end, there needs to be a level of, okay, this could possibly affect my money. Let me open my ears. This could affect other things. Let me open my ears. Let me not be too, although I have my opinions and my views, let me be open to this. Because right now it's like, it's two stubborn siblings that don't want to communicate properly. That's what it feels like. And I feel like regardless of status, the main thing is to distance yourself, put on your what's the thing called?
Mask.
The mask. What's the other thing for the hands? The sanitizer.
or just wash them properly.
Wash your hands. Distance yourself. This should be the things we should be talking about.
Yeah, that's another thing that's really not really talked about, like proper hygiene in public and just proper etiquette currently in the current public. Like don't take your mask off if you're not like if you don't actually need to, because a lot of people still be doing that anyway. Or don't be one of those people who like just have it slightly above your lip. I hate that. It's just like this. It literally defeats the purpose. That literally defeats the purpose. Um, but yeah, I kind of agree. Like, but I do get it because like if the fans need to be vaccinated to come to the facility, it makes sense that the athletes do.
Yeah.
I don't agree with shaming people to like make you do what you want to do. Just like, hey, you either do this or you just not gonna play. Like, and you gotta make it universal for everybody. Like Kyrie Irving's a phenomenal player, but be like, hey, Kyrie, this is the rule. If you don't do it, then I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I don't agree with shaming anybody for their statuses or what their beliefs are, because like again, it could be for like religious, like you said, for Andrew Wiggins. Like I'm not gonna tell somebody like you're doing something wrong due to your religion. So maybe for in the case like that, maybe I just give him like a medical out for the year, something like that.
Or just
Because
test them.
it's not fair to go against somebody's actual religion.
Yeah.
He trying to do his best, and y'all telling him
Okay.
he can't do that.
Why not test him like 4 times, 5 times a week? What happened? Like they used to, and that's the thing with the. I can't really criticize, but that's the thing with what who did. What happened to? Because at first the policy was either you get vaccinated or you do it like you do a test 3 times a week. Why like I don't know, man. I just think it's because it's becoming a little unreasonable on both sides. And it's like, and Shaq, and I love Shaq, but I disagree with him. Whenever it
Well,
comes
what
to
did
your
Shaq
medical,
say?
he said that when you're like a star, you have no privacy. I disagree with you there. I disagree with you there because when you and Kobe had your thing,
Mm-hmm.
I know you wanted privacy.
No, for
Stop,
sure.
stop,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
stop it.
for sure.
You wanted privacy. He'll say, "Oh, I was marketing." Shaq he's a genius though. Oh, it was just marketing. It was just, but you wanted privacy. You did not want the whole world knowing your business,
No,
especially the thing that Kobe allegedly. Rest in peace, Kobe. I love you. But the thing allegedly that Kobe said, you didn't want that out there.
that ruined his marriage.
Yeah, you didn't want that. So you don't want privacy. So the thing with Kyrie saying that, oh, don't ask me about the thing. I'm private. We don't know. He didn't tell us he's not taking it. Maybe he just wants to know more about it. Maybe it's a religious standpoint. Like, we need to respect what people are coming from and just follow the original guidelines. That's what I think. Other countries, New Zealand,
Yeah, New Zealand look
Sweden,
great compared to us. Well,
Sweden.
they be going on lockdown. If they see like one person has it, they be like, "Oh, one person's got it. We're locking down that whole area."
Yeah, Sweden, certain countries, certain even African countries,
Mm-hmm.
because they follow rules, man. America, we like to bend rules, we like to find loopholes, and then when there's a vaccination, force it on them. Force the vaccination, but forget about the rules we put in place at first. I'm cool with the vaccination, not an anti-vax over here. I'm vaccinated myself. But if you're gonna tell people to get vaccinated, tell them to follow the original rules you put out. Maybe this go out first. Don't tell people, yo, get vaccinated. It's okay to take off your mask. Defeats the purpose because you can still catch it.
Yeah.
So I just think, yet again, it's a communication thing. I hope, man. I hope they get this figured out because I want to see Kyrie play. I want to see. I don't want no your Lakers. I want some competition.
Yeah, but no, at the same time, like if Kyrie felt like so moved, like so strong about it, like not playing due to the vaccine, strongly for that, and not for like basketball or anything, just like because he's standing on his own belief, and like if he's, I'm Kyrie's not dumb. While he says some questionable things, like the whole flat Earth theory thing, I know for a fact he's a very introspective person, or did I say that correctly?
Yeah, introspective.
Introspective,
Introspective, yeah.
yeah, no, I can't say it. Very, very to himself person. So I definitely understand what he's saying. Like, he wants to be to himself about this, and what Shaq doesn't realize, I guess, or maybe he doesn't care, or maybe he's forgotten. Like, celebrities are people too.
Yeah.
You don't have to share your every thought with people on everything. Just be like, hey, I don't want this vaccine. Why? Because I don't want to. Fair enough.
Also, he's a free spirit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully they could get this figured out. You know, because it's also a thing within the country. It's a debate. It's like a war. Like I said, it's like a war outside. No man is safe from. Shout out to Mobb Deep. I love that song.
Yeah.
Shook one, but yeah, but there's one guy that shouldn't be safe out here. I'm not saying this because I don't like him. Well, I don't like him. Ben Simmons. He's not returning to camp, and today will not be paid. Listen, folks, he will not be paid $8.25 million today. He decided to forfeit that check, all because he wants to force himself to get traded. No, I'm not the highest guy. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Shoot, if I wanted to get traded, I would try to get traded. I was like, listen, situation you're in, I don't agree with your mindset about getting traded, but which is not get the check. There are people that can't get food to eat. There are people that are suffering, working three jobs to get a check to take care of their 5-6 kids when they living in 2-bedroom apartments. They got you know what I'm saying? People, shoot, they don't make, sandwiches. They make cheese sandwiches and use an iron to melt it. And you don't want to go into work and get paid $8.25 million. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
That was a very Chris Rock breakdown.
Oh, sorry, I'm very sorry. I'm very passionate.
No. It's funny. It was the way that the way you was just holding your voice like that. And it's just like you just trying to just like break down, just like, you know how stupid you sound right now.
But it just don't make no sense. To what is wrong with the new age athlete? You're not going into work because you want to get traded, so you're gonna forfeit $8.25 million. Stupid.
No, and I mean, like, it's just another show to go, like how we were saying a couple weeks ago. Like, he's just a diva on that team, and they let him be for no reason. He hasn't earned it. He's not qualified for that, but they gave him to him because they thought like this guy's gonna be the next one up, and he's not. It doesn't look like he's gonna be anytime soon either.
Oh, I'm just, and just to say, like, dog, this diva's like, and I don't want to do this. This is the petty side of me, but this is very, very, very kind of light skinned. You think you're that type of guy that you're gonna get?
Bro, you can't even say it's just light skin. It's just stupid. Like, you can say light skin all you want to. Like, if you really want to go that route, if you really want to be like the quote unquote light skin meme about it, you could be like he went to training camp, but he wasn't happy about it. Then you would have been like, okay, that was like he's just being stupid.
The only reason why I'm saying this is because, and like you said, it may not be that, but it's just like I feel like I'm that guy where I could forfeit $8.25 million.
Because he feels like it's not that much to him, probably.
It's kind of like, oh yeah, I could just that girl that's faithful or whatever, I could get another one. Like, yeah, I'm look. It's to me, it's like, man, and I'm not. I feel you, Chris. I probably shouldn't be on that, but it's just like, what type of, and I know where it comes from. He doesn't want to deal with the backlash from the fans.
Mm-mm.
He don't want to, like Gilly the Kid said it the best. He don't want to deal with the Philly smoke. Guys like Allen Iverson, Dr. J, you're gonna have to get old. Shoot, Joel Embiid, he's embracing that Philly, that grit, that go to hard work, figure it out. But you make a mistake, and fine, Philly as an organization, I'm not gonna let them slide. They messed this up too. They did this. They put themselves in the situation. Quite honest. But don't you have it in your heart just to go to training camp? Forget the fans right now. You could deal with that later. That's whatever. You are going to forfeit getting $8.25 million just because you don't want to deal with fans. Lord have mercy. The modern athlete, brother. And then, not to attack, but LeBron, this player empowerment thing you've been pushing, you see what's going to happen? When they do the negotiation, they're going to bring this up. The negotiation for salaries, they're going to bring this up.
Yeah, but with the good, there always comes the bad too, though. It's like yeah, players should have power over themselves and stuff. Like if Kyrie were to sell out this season, I'd be okay with that because he's doing it for his own for his personal reason.
Personal reasons.
As opposed to like a Ben Simmons, throwing a temper tantrum. Like there's always a good and a bad example of something.
$8.25 million. Do you know what that could do for my life right now? And you just, oh Lord, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but at the same, and that's to us, but to him, that might not be a drop in the bucket from all the endorsements he had, probably globally, from all the probably camps he ran and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably made a lot of money.
Listen, man,
a lot more, definitely a lot more than that $8 million.
Listen, man, there's a saying, man, and it's a saying Jay-Z and a lot of these rappers say, when there's money in front of you, you take that shit. You don't just be like, you take it. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
He never really needed money like that though, because wasn't his dad a professional ball player too?
You know what? You might. I don't think so, but he came from Australia. I think you might be right there. Yeah. Listen, man. I just and even if it's just the money, it's just the moral. It's just the morals behind it. It's like if you are gonna turn down money because you're turning down money because you don't want to go to work. That's what it's that's what it's about. That's why I'm just like, what type of and I'm looking at it from a moral thing. I'm looking at it from the next generation of athletes that are looking at what he's doing. And then it's representation of Rich Paul saying, we want out. We want out. I'm like, so basically you're telling me, right? You can be a player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sign an extension. The team did everything for you to make you feel comfortable. Sign an extension, right? And then because you didn't show up, and fine, Philly had their thing. They fucked up too. You can just not come to work. After signing an extension, not like you got a year or two left on your contract. It's a different. If you had a year or two, him sitting out makes sense because he can recoup that money.
Yeah,
he can recoup it in free agency or whatever. You're on an extension. That means they gotta pay you for years, and it's hard to get a trade when you have that type of big contract because not everyone's gonna fucking take it. You can't make no. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry if I'm too passionate, but I just feel like, and he's our age too. He's we got him about 2 years. We're setting a very bad trend, man, with the way we move. Not us, not me and you, but our generation. Sometimes I'm just like, yo. And if you call me an old head, I don't care. Some of these old guys I'll be criticizing, they're right. Some of them are hypocrites. Charles Barkley, a hypocrite. I don't want to hear you talk. But
I feel like Ben Simmons may be a good example of, even though somebody has the athleticism, doesn't necessarily mean they should be a professional athlete.
That's facts.
Because it is a mentality. Like you could say such and such is soft or such and such does this, but they also stay in the league for 10 years at least.
Yeah, I mean,
and they do what they got to do while they're in there. But look at Kwame Brown, bro. He stayed in the whole time. But
I love the fact you mentioned Kwame Brown up, right?
Yeah, but Ben Simmons doesn't have that mentality. He doesn't have it. He likes all the glitz and the glamour. But after you have to get gritty with him, he can't handle it. So maybe he should have chose maybe a different sport, or maybe he just should have been a commentator. I don't know.
Yeah,
But he wasn't made for the sport, maybe.
Yeah, it's just bad stuff. Sometimes I do feel like I was born in the wrong generation, man. We at times we just move a certain way, and and I'm not the one to like agree with every old person, but like we come from a code of act. This is not even a generational thing. This is just how you should go to. You have to go to work. If we don't go to work, how we get paid? Us common folk. I'm sorry, man. I was a little too passionate.
It's also a big switch too, though, right? Because like some of the what we would call like the old guard right now, for like like the guys we watched growing up.
Yeah.
Like let's say LeBron James is part of that last generation from when we were growing up. So like Melo, D Wade, all like the people from like around there. Yep. A lot of them are older and starting to retire. Like Vince Carter just recently retired. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that older generation who started kind of like more individualism.
Yep.
It started that wave is now retiring, and then that individualism is like starting to transform, where we can see it in a way where players are thinking more to themselves, which is great. That's awesome. But at the same time, you gotta remember, like I said earlier, you gotta take the good with the bad. And like someone like a Ben Simmons over here gonna be a prima donna when he does not even have the rank of said of even being allowed to do such a thing.
Last year, look at James Harden. We were all going in on James Harden for what he did. We all thought, he robbed Houston. Look at what he did to Houston. Came in, and he came to work though.
Yeah, he was there.
We could be mad at he came to work. He may have not had the effort. He may have looked a little chubby, but he came to work. But this little, let me start it, man. Let's go to the next. Let's talk about his teammate. Shout out to my guy Joel Embiid. He said some comments about basically that they built a team around Ben, and the reason why they got rid of Jimmy Butler was because of Ben. Telling. And he said what Ben is doing is disrespectful. So, Chris, what do you think about what Joel said? I'll ask you first.
Well, honestly, now that all this is coming out, it makes a lot of sense. Because Jimmy Butler is literally a workhorse. He's someone who will work himself to the bone, for better or for worse. As we saw in that, what was it? That was the bubble championship, right?
Yeah.
And even though he's like trying to go back to back with LeBron James and the Lakers, like he can't do it by himself, but he will. For God knows, he will try. He will try his best. Because you remember, he was playing out his mind and he was just gassed.
It was gassed. Game 6.
But it was because he was really trying to do it all by himself. And I'm sure like the fans truly appreciated that, because what else could he do?
Out? Was Bam Adebayo out? I think he was hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was out. He was out.
Dragic was hurt too. So they were man. Yeah, they were down.
So yeah, exactly. So he's really trying to put the whole team on his back, and he just
couldn't.
He couldn't do it. And you really can't get mad with that effort, because you can't say he didn't try. You can't say he wasn't talented enough. He's an elite talent with an even better, work effort. So if he had those pieces around him, are you here, Peter?
Keep going.
Okay. So if he had those, those pieces around him still, I can only imagine what he would what type of team it would have been. I like the new filter there, Peter.
Yeah, shout out to my damn webcam. I'm red. Keep going, Chris. I'll this thing will adjust. It'll just keep going.
Yeah, no, well, I think that well, there you go. I think that was everything I need to say. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot what I was even saying when you
Yep.
turned red like that.
My bad. It's this. Yeah. It's this. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, I caught what you said. You know, Jimmy was that guy. He's a ride or die dude. So it's like, why you would get rid of that guy for Ben and make? He even said that's why they got Al from Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, if a team's willing to do that for you, like they weren't sure about me. They were not sure about Embiid. Like at first, Embiid, like they went through like a whole phase. Like this is how stupid the 76ers are, by the way. Sorry if you're a Philly fan. They said about this process, this bullshit process. They got who? Jahlil Okafor 1 year.
Yeah.
Who was a big. Mm-hmm. Noel's the dude.
Oh, Noel's New Orleans.
Noel's New Orleans. And I think Embiid was the first one of those bigs that got drafted.
Yeah.
Do you know at first they were trying to build around Jahlil Okafor?
Mm-hmm.
But he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He got hurt. Then they thought it was Noel, but he was an injury bug. Embiid was an injury from the start. He was hurt the first year before he could even start. So he was at a disadvantage. Dude grinded. I remember, and this is how I remember how he was going to become good. I remember we were doing fantasy. This is the first year I did fantasy with, I think, Jove, Andrew, and the crew, Jeremy, and everybody, the whole quad, right?
Mm-hmm. I was doing it then too, still.
Yeah, I think you were doing it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was like, we were all, this is preseason, so we watching Joel Embiid, right? And I'm watching him. Look, I'm thinking, I'm gonna snatch Joel Embiid because I knew he was gonna like have a come up year because I think that was his first year gonna really play a full season. But you could see that he had the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, Javon, I think Javon was talking about him too. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna take care. He was talking about him a lot. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna probably take him let me be careful. Guess who took him? Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew took him and made a super squad. I remember, don't even get me started, but Andrew didn't win. It was, I think, Jerm that. Actually, it was Javon that won. Oh, it was Joe. Damn, it was Joe that won. Damn it. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, Joel Embiid, I feel you. You grinded. You really are what Philly needs. This cat, he's disrespectful. Away, sweep him away. I don't even $8.25 million. Honestly, I should have gave him Bozo of the week. I had that material I said.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, if you could find an audio to put like a clown like while I'm saying that shit, that passionate thing I was saying, find the clown audio to put there because that should have been the Bozo of the week segment.
I'll see what I can do.
Damn, don't want to get your money, but I think that's it for our topics. This week I haven't done one of them is a new segment. That's the last one we're gonna do. But this is what we usually do. This or that. I decided because I got a PlayStation 5 recently and I like it, but there's some problem. Well, there's a problem with one specific game. I'll get into that. But
I already know what it is.
No, I shouldn't have wasted my damn money. Well, first one, PlayStation to Xbox. And we're talking as like as a whole, not one console, but like as a brand.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a PlayStation guy, so PlayStation.
I gotta go PlayStation. Xbox, I'll tell you this, Xbox did tempt me, the 360 era.
Oh yeah, because everybody had Halo.
That's the only reason why I was about to get it because, man, back when I was 13, 12, I used to go to my man, shout out to him, I don't know if he watches the show, but Tony. We used to go to his house. It was me, Tony, my homie Jonathan, and Sean. We played Halo. Man, those are the best times. That game was like, I wasn't good at it, but that game was fire. It was like that.
I played Halo maybe once ever. And every other time I seen Halo was probably like on like YouTube. Cause I just never went to nobody's house and middle school or high school like that because I was busy a lot and had no friends.
Hey, don't say that,
Like
Chris. Don't say that,
no.
Chris.
It's like nah, but yeah, no, I never really played Halo like that. So I never really felt like I was missing out. And what I saw, I was just like, oh, okay, that looks cool, I guess, but I don't really care that much for it.
Yeah, it's a what? Is it a set? What is a shooting game? One of the classic ones. It's the before the Call of Duty and the Fortnite and all that. That was the one. But I ain't gonna hold you. They did. It did. They did tempt me. 360. I almost was like, "Oh, mom, get me a 360," but I didn't do it. Now, next one, and it's a yeah, two games I'm having. Well, I don't have an issue one, but 2K or Madden.
2K, easy.
2K. Madden. Y'all on some BS right now.
I knew you were
No,
gonna say Madden.
no, listen. I don't, Chris. You can maybe you can speak to me more because you're more of the football.
I haven't bought a Madden in like 2 or 3 years.
Okay, but the best time in Madden, in my opinion, was like 03, 04 to like 08. PS2 times. That's when I like Madden.
PS2 Madden was fun. Yes, sir.
PS2 Madden was like GOAT to me.
Mhm.
I don't know when it transitioned to PS3. I didn't play Madden that much, so I don't know as much as other people did. I only had like Madden 12 or 13, and I was like, it's cool. I think I Madden 13, I think.
I
Well,
think it switched over when we was like in middle school. Well, it like when they first came out with the PS3. It probably
yeah,
probably that year.
when they switched over to the PS3, I didn't play Madden as much, so I don't know what happened as much. And even the PS4, I think I had Madden 17 or 18, and it was it's never been. But this current one I bought, bro,
hmm
glitches, man. It doesn't load. It freezes. Like
Wait,
I'm
did
like,
you
this is
did you did you buy a digital or did you buy a physical copy?
digital.
Digital and it's like that?
Yes.
That's
Um,
crazy.
and the thing is, like, this is a PS5, not like a PS4 or something. This
Yeah.
PS5. It's supposed to be fast, no glitches. I'm playing 2K and I'm playing FIFA, no problems. Madden, EA? What's going on with Madden? Because my brother been telling me for the past few years, it's been like this. Like even Dion was like, "Yo, Madden's like it's Madden. Like it's
hmm
like it's so." Since because I haven't had Madden since like 17 or something, like a long time. Has
Yeah,
it
well,
been like
I'm
that?
about the same. It's been 3 years for me too.
Yeah.
But that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped getting because it's just like this thing. It's just, I don't know. It just like you're saying like it would glitch out on me a lot. Even what was that 2018, 2019,
Okay.
2000, 2018, I think.
Yeah.
I don't. I was just like, you know what? Yeah, y'all can keep it. I don't want to play it no more.
Yeah. It's really. Yeah. 2K has this thing. 2K had its thing for a while. By the way, I'll even say 2K had its problems, but not like this. I would still buy 2K, but 2K had its problems. Like to me, this one is really good.
hmm
I like it, but to me, peak 2K was like 2K11 to like 2K16. Like 2K17 is when it started to dip a little for me. But 2K, I would say 2K11. A lot of people say 2K11 is their favorite. But mine's 2K13 and 16. But like those were like the peak. What would you say?
For 2K, my first 2K was like 2K. What was the one with Kobe on it? What was the
2K10 or 9?
I think it
2K10.
was 2K. I think my first one was 2K10.
2K10?
Yeah, so probably 2K13. Yeah. Who's on that cover?
Derrick Rose, Durant, and Blake Griffin.
Yeah. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that one was my favorite. And then 16. Those two. Whenever they put three people on the cover, it's good.
hmm
Yeah. Keep doing that too. Can put three people on the cover because on y'all, that's when it's really good. But yeah, honestly, video game like it's not for the reason video games have kind of lost. I like video games because I just need something to get me away, but I don't feel the same when you're a kid. It's just something I don't know.
Oh, but I hated 2K 2K10 because that was the one I was telling you last time
Oh
where
yeah, Paul Pierce.
yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get it. I feel you on that. But next one, I saw this on. Well, I could actually two it, but I'll actually the one because I saw a thing. I was like it was like a meme. Well, not necessarily a meme. Like a picture of purple album covers, and they had Purple Haze. They had a Uzi album. They had Lil Pump. They had Purple Haze by Cam. Uh, College, no, Graduation by Kanye. KOD by J. Cole. And they said, which one would you pick? But I picked two of the albums out of that list.
Yeah.
Acid Rap or KOD.
You said acid rap or KOD?
Yeah.
That is hard because I do love acid rap. I'm gonna say get rid of KOD because acid rap was just held me down for so. I don't like it was. I actually hated it at first, but then I grew to love it so much.
So you're picking Acid Rap?
Acid rap, yeah.
Probably gonna pick KOD. I've never been I feel like I've always liked Chance. I've never loved Chance. You know, he's one of them artists like I don't know. It's for me, I have a middle with him. Anybody I've seen with that talk about Chance either hate him or they really, really love him. I'm just like in the middle with him. I think he's alright. I
used to be one of the people that hated him.
Yeah, because somebody said it was kind of funny. They said Chance the rapper makes Muppet music. Hip hop Muppet music. And
yeah, I could see a Chance the Rapper Muppet though.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah,
the whole Cousin Skeeter type thing.
Yeah, because he has a very uplifting spirit when he makes music, and sometimes it's like he can make noises that are like, if you're like, what the hell is this nigga on? Like,
Cousin Skeeter was a Muppet, right?
Yeah, Cousin Skeeter was a Muppet. Classic cartoon, by the way. Classic show, by the way.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll probably go KOD. Oh, now this one I just made up. Meek Mill or Pusha T. Meek Mill got an album out right now.
Yeah, I heard that.
You heard the whole thing?
Yeah.
Twice. Before you say your pick, what do you think? Because I've only heard the intro and a couple records. I haven't finished it yet. What do you think of it?
I will say this, and maybe it's unsatisfactory because it's not. I don't feel like it's a true review, but because it hasn't really sunk into my head yet, neither. But like everyone from Rick Ross's record label are the most consistent rappers in the world. Like I never feel, in the sense that like I don't feel like they progress, but I don't feel like they deteriorate either. Like it's just like they stay just like at that same level, but they don't ever go down at all. So it's just like I enjoy Meek Mill, I enjoy Wale, I enjoy Rick Ross, I enjoy a lot of them people over there. But it's just like none of their rap seems to like get better, but at the same time, I don't really need it to.
Okay.
How do I say this? It's just like I just listen. I listen simply to enjoy it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, speaking of Wale, you also had a record with J. Cole. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, that joint was tough. I like.
I thought it was I feel like, instantly I heard the sample.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, ooh.
Maybe that's why I thought it was tough then, because I like that sample.
Yeah, maybe I have to let it grow on me because I just thought it was I. J. Cole's. I think Wale was just a little like he was cool.
Yeah, but that's what I mean though. Like, and don't get me wrong, because I do like Wale as a rapper too, but it's just like they never do. In a sense, it's kind of like Drake. Like they never necessarily do something that like really surprise. Like they might do something I don't expect. They might do something that's low out of their wheelhouse, but it's never like something truly surprising for them.
Yeah.
So and Meek Mill doesn't change the way he raps at all.
No.
And
Oh, you got a hundred
like
choppers on it.
it doesn't matter what he's rapping about. He could be sad, he could be mad, he could be glad. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be Meek Mill, which I appreciate because he's consistent with
it. Yeah. All right. So since you said all of that, Meek Mill or Pusha T?
I'm gonna say Meek Mill.
Meek Mill?
Meek Mill.
I love Meek. Love Meek a lot. I'll tell you this: championships.
Mm-hmm.
People they're probably not gonna agree because they're probably, because I think with Meek, because of the Drake beef
Mm-hmm.
and just certain mannerisms he's exhibited.
Or is that why you chose them? Because they both had Drake beef?
Oh no, that's actually funny. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, they both did. But I think because of the way he handles himself, sometimes people don't really give his music props. I think Wins and Losses is a great album. Coming off that beef, that was a great album that
It was.
people slept on. Championships, don't get me started with that.
I listened to that yesterday, the day before.
Championships is a great album. It's maybe a classic. I'll probably give it a classic. It's really good. I like Championships.
That's fair.
Yeah, but man, I gotta stay with Push. I gotta go with Push. Push. Just as a lyricist, I just like Push it more. And Daytona, that's one of my favorite albums.
I gotta be in the mood for Push sometimes. I don't have to be in no mood for Meek. It's just because like it's the whole cocaine,
the drugs.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation with, obviously the people I talk with, the J. Cole guys. I think somebody wanted to fight me because of J. Cole. I think you would know who.
Yeah, I'm sure the whole squad did. They was just
somebody. No, it was. He wanted to fight me. He was probably drunk. Wanted to fight me with J. Cole.
I'm gonna believe that out, but still.
But that's the thing about like with Push, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just that type of hip hop. Whenever I listen to them rap about that, that's nothing like I really. Not that I don't know he's talking about that, but it's not something that I'm so attentive to. It's just like, oh, that line was nice. Oh, that bar was good. But I never but till you guys told me that like it's all cocaine rap, I didn't really process that in my head. I just took it at, this nigga spitting. It's
so. Hold on. You never put that in your head before?
It's because I don't look at, because the reason why I look at like with DMX, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Mobb Deep, right? They rap so well, or they have a certain way they rap. I focus on that because I know they come from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what I'm gonna get. So I bag coke rap, beating people up, aggressiveness, all that, shooting people up. I bag that all in one, like street shit. So I know I don't really process that like, it's just coke rap, or is this a certain, or it's like, better yet, it's like mafioso rap. Like, because even with Push, he talks about I was in a Benz and this and was it Tesla and all. Like he talks about like braggadocious shit, but like,
yeah, well, I mean that's to be expected because like a lot of rappers do that, but like what he does different is a lot of coke rap, and
a lot of.
It's pretty consistent.
That's even like same thing with like Jadakiss too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But because they are so good at like the metaphors and the rhyming and stuff, I pay attention to that more than I pay attention to the actual content. That's where it comes
for me. It's hard though because it's just like I'm listening to him. I'm just like, oh, he's really going to detail about all this drug trafficking he's talking about here. This is crazy.
But
I still listen to it.
Yeah, but I would say it's not that I don't know he's talking about pushing weight or moving weight. It's just that I just bagged that all as like, he's a street rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Some street shit, But Yeah, but like when I have like I've had that conversation with people like, yo, Peter, why do you like Coke rap and street? I'm like, I just like the way he raps. It's not that, it's because he's talking about Coke. That's why I like him. It's just the way he raps. You know, it's like DMX. If you like some DMX records, he talks about some deep stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the popular ones, what is he talking about? Beating people up.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like that's like like 90%. It feels like, honestly. I almost thought that was a trick question. I was just like, because like half his songs, I was just like, I feel like it's all of them.
Yeah, all he talks about is
like name 10. He doesn't.
all he talks about is beating people up and aggressive things like you pussy, you tough. What? Yeah. Like, but I just like the way he raps. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's the this or that segment. Now I made this specific segment. It's a new one. And I think it's something I should be doing more often. It's going to be fun, especially doing it with Shamar, because I know, and Avery. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's called One Gotta Go. And you know these ones could be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one special one for us because we have a certain type of fandom. Well, I'm going to start with this one. Actors. One Gotta Go. Eddie Murphy. Will Smith. Denzel Washington. Or Samuel L. Jackson.
Will Smith. Like that. Are we just talking about movies?
We talking about being an actor.
Oh.
A movie. Well, you could actor movies. You could throw that in there, but
I'm just as a movie actor, I'm okay without Will Smith. Don't get me wrong. I like Will Smith movies.
Yeah,
but it's just like I'm not.
No more Mike Lowry.
Hey man, I don't know.
No more Fresh Prince.
I don't know if I can love without Samuel Jackson, bro.
No more Fresh Prince.
See, and that's my only hesitation. Really, is Fresh Prince.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Man, I could do without Samuel Jackson and these motherfuckers.
Really,
I could do without the motherfucker. I could do it. Sorry, it's a one family show. I could do it at the MFA. I could do without that.
Well, that's my favorite part. He's the same person in every movie, and I love it.
Have you seen
even Nick Fury? If Nick Fury's allowed to say it, you know he would be. It's probably in his contract.
Have you seen the compilation of him saying motherfucker?
Probably.
Dog, from the 90s to like now, there's always a line to sect the Marvel movies. Mm-hmm. Of him saying MFA.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make this up. But yeah, I'll probably have to go Samuel. But yeah, it's hard. That was hard. All right, next one. Comedians. Cat Williams. Dave Chappelle. Bernie Mac. Chris Rock.
See, now this one's harder. This one is harder. Cat Williams got some of my favorite specials. He does. And I like a lot of Bernie Mac's. I like all these people's stuff, honestly. I'm gonna say, man, I don't know. Is this strictly as a comedian?
As a comedian.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris
wow.
Rock. It hurts.
Wow. I can't. Chris Rock, out of this list,
mm-hmm.
I think he's the guy I can't go just because I just love his topic. His comedy is just so. Yeah, I can't go without Chris Rock. I can't. Bernie, oh God. Cat Williams too. Oh God. You know what, man? I done messed up. I done messed up with doing this one. Messed up with doing this one. I'm gonna have to go with. It's gonna either be Bernie or Cat.
Well, I thought you were gonna say Bernie straight up.
It has to be Bernie or Cat. Rest in peace, my guy, but I gotta go Bernie.
I knew you were gonna say it. Mm-hmm.
I go Bernie. Like, Cause I love him in fucking head out of state. So I can't. How did I say burn? You know, I'm gonna change it, cat, just because of that. He was so hilarious in head of state, man. Oh, too many lines, man. Yeah, cat, you gotta go. Cat, you gotta go. Sorry. You a pimp, but of late you've been questionable. Still funny, but questionable. Now I got these two hip hop ones, but this one is groups. Before I get into it, have you watched the Wu-Tang show?
No.
It's good.
I've heard.
It's on Hulu. It's really good. But one gotta go. Wu-Tang Clan, Outkast, Mobb Deep, or A Tribe Called Quest.
This was hard too. And it's strictly their catalog, or is it like
catalog? Me, you already know two that's not leaving. If you know me.
You said what?
If you know me, there's two that's not going anywhere.
What? Say them again one more time.
Wu-Tang, Outkast, Mobb Deep, Tribe Called Quest.
Well, for me, I know for sure Outkast not going nowhere. Neither is Wu-Tang. That's your two?
That's my two. They're not going nowhere. Honestly, it's between Mobb and Tribe. And
I honestly listen to Mobb Deep kind of frequently, though.
I love Mobb, but the Tribe Called Quest is so like, honestly, their catalog, we're just talking catalog.
It's phenomenal, yeah.
It's right up there with Outkast and Wu-Tang.
It is.
It is right up there.
It is.
But I can't go without Shook Ones, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Survival of the fittest.
This is probably the hardest one for me. Because I can't Tribe Called Quest. The catalog is just fucking out of here. I gotta go Tribe.
I might gotta go Tribe too, to be honest, bro. Because I listen I listen to Mobb Deep too much to say that I would get rid of them. Yeah,
their catalog is better than Mobb Deep, but
yeah,
I think
for sure. But like the ones that just stand out from Mobb Deep, I just like that. If I were to do that, when I start going back to gym, what would I be listening to?
Yeah, like Shook Ones is one of the greatest hip hop beats and songs ever. Like
they still use Shook One instrumental.
Survival of the Fittest. That whole that whole infamous album is a classic. But Tribe Called Quest got like 3 of them. 3 classics. So yeah, but then songs like Quiet Storm, right, with Lil Kim. That beat. Yeah. Sorry, Tribe. And John, please don't watch this because I know you're gonna be disappointed as fuck. Because we were talking about Tribe Called Quest not too long ago. I was telling you how much
he's just gonna zoom into this one part here. That's what I hope he does.
I was telling him, we were having a convo about Tribe Called Quest, and I was telling him that, yo, they influenced Kendrick and all that. And here I am taking them out. But I just can't do without the you in this together, son. Your beef is my. No, I can't. Sorry. I can't do without. You know, Tribe got classic songs. Check the Rhyme, Scenario. A lot of classic songs, but I got Bonita Applebum. Okay, yeah, well, let's move on before. This last one I was going to fuck. It's probably going this last one right here that I made up, I'm expecting this one to trip you up a little bit. Now, best Kendrick Lamar verse. His Family Ties verse recently. His Control verse. His verse on DNA, the last one. And his last verse on Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe remix. One gotta go.
No, I feel like I already know which one I want.
Which one you want to take?
No. I don't know which one. I don't. I almost did the game wrong. I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna say which one was the strong. Like in my head, I was like the strongest.
Which one which one has to go, my brother?
Which one has to go? See, that one I don't know. I'm gonna do my best just to fly through these.
Honestly, this one's the hardest one. I can't pick, bro. The Family Ties verse was Control. We all know what Control was.
Yeah.
That's not going.
Shout out my sister. That's her favorite Kendrick Lamar verse, period.
That DNA verse where he's just going off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And then Bitch Don't Come Out remix, the third verse.
Mm-hmm.
Never big, never. The Dre. You ain't never kill a oh, man, nigga Puff Daddy wasn't your favorite. I
don't know. I'm throwing my hat in the ring for this one, bro. White flag. I don't have a flag. Just invisible. I'm waving it, man. I don't know. Name him one more time.
Family Ties. His verse on the Family Ties feature. Mm-hmm. His verse on Control. DNA, the third verse. Or the second verse or third verse. Yeah, the last verse. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. The second verse after Jay-Z.
I'm going to say... I'm going to say...
Hey, it's about Kendrick's that we need. I'm gonna put this video on YouTube. I want to see the people's reactions.
I don't know.
I'm put on IG.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
We need to do this.
I'm gonna say Family Ties.
You're gonna take Family Ties out?
The Family Ties.
Because it's fairly new.
It's new, and we got it after basically a drought of Kendrick. I mean, he does have some features here and there, but he hasn't, like, even on those, he hadn't really been snapping. And like the last one I think I heard from him was like 2019, maybe.
You know what, man? That Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe remix. That's the first Kendrick verse. So I was like, that was the verse I knew Kendrick was going to be here for a long time. Control
through the whole world, not the whole world, but like it through like the internet. Wow, made all these rappers mad. It's just like, oh, he's dissing me. Oh, he's trying to destroy my career. You heard that?
He put the sensitive rapper in his pajama clothes.
Mm-hmm. Started a beef with the dude on his own song, basically.
You know what I could have put in here to mess this whole verse?
They stopped selling that record in America.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't cleared, I think. It wasn't cleared. Big Sean didn't put it on his album.
Yeah. Well, it was on the album, but like when you would click on it in iTunes, it would say not available in this region.
Oh wow. That's crazy. You know what would have been crazy? And what I added? If I took maybe I took Family Ties out and I put the 2013 Cypher verse.
I don't remember.
The one where he went at Drake when he said, I put a sensitive rapper in his pajama clothes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That one was crazy too. Ha. I'm bulletproof. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
His shots would never penetrate. Oh, God. Pin a tail on a donkey. Boy, you've been a fake. Man, Kendrick. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm going into a whole... You see how nice? This is how nice Kendrick is, man. I'm going to have to go with you and agree with you. I'm going to go Family Ties just because it's new.
I'm so mad when you were saying that. I remembered his haircut. That's how much is on my head, bro. That's how detailed my memory of it was.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna agree with you. Family Ties, just because it's new. That's the only reason. Because the other three are they're classics, and Family Ties will be a classic. Maybe if we revisit this in 2 years,
mm-hmm.
we'll fall at a standstill because Kendrick's like that.
Yeah,
you know?
like that.
But yeah, I'm gonna definitely put this on IG. I want to see what people think. This is the one I'm gonna put on IG for sure. But yeah, that's it for the show. Anything else, Chris? Anything you want to get off your chest, if anything?
Nothing really. I would appreciate it if y'all, comment down below. Tell us what y'all think. Just comment on one of these stories that y'all heard today. Maybe we messed up on something. Maybe y'all wanted to add something to it. Especially that Britney Spears thing, because I really am curious about it. I want to know more about it. I just know parts and pieces of that wild, crazy story. So if y'all know something about it, let me know.
Also, viewers, people that are watching, I just thought about this. If you guys want to come on the show, let us know. You know what I'm saying? Just to tell us what you think about the show, come on, do topics with us, do this or that with us, do the one gotta go, give your perspective, because we don't mind interacting with the fans on here. We love that. Shoot. Love to get more people on here. So if you're a viewer,
or if you know somebody who would like to be on a podcast as well, we'll try to reach out to them, or y'all can reach out to them, or we can work with y'all to reach out to them.
Yeah, because this will be fun having the fans on the show, or having people that rock with us on the show. That's fun. You know what I'm saying? You get to argue with this old man that I don't know what y'all call me behind the scenes, but I'm sure y'all have some. Well, y'all can say that to my face, or you could call Shamar Moore, or Drake 2.0, or you can call Chris Big Chris. You call Avery. What's Avery called? Just Avery.
Whack 3000.
All right, I'll snip this part and send it to Avery. But all right, that's it for the show. We'll be on YouTube 3:15, the usual 3:15 on Mondays, midnight on all available podcasts. Like I said, Apple, it may come out a little later. They've been they have their thing over there that we're trying to work out, but it'll be everywhere Monday. So, but social media at Out of the Berg for IG. Gonna start putting more videos on there. I need to. I want to get you guys to see some stuff on IG. And you'll get the picture too. Twitter, we need to work on that too. But the Twitter's at Out of the Berg Pod. Yeah, you can also, ask us questions there too.
I'm gonna do my best to be active on Twitter. I really am.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. And my personal is at Kofi Pita on IG. Hit me if you have any personal questions about what I say or anything. Just hit me. Just let me know. At Peter Kofi on Twitter. Just let me know what you think. I'm actually doing something with Mike that's coming out soon, so check that out. He's the homie. He's been on here.
High value motivation.
High value motivation. He's been on here twice. Check that out. But yeah, that's my socials. Chris.
You can catch me at Chris Big Chris _57, and I still be messing that up. I don't know how, bro. And you can catch me on IG at Everybody Loves Chris.
Yeah, I think we gave you a great episode. I'm gonna keep this one. Gotta go. Is fun.
I still got a few things I gotta cut though. I already know where.
All right. We'll do that. But stay black, stay woke. We love you. Peace out.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Out of the Berg podcast. We're available on all podcasting platforms, and we ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. And as always, we like you, we love you, but we gotta go. Bye.